Statsproblems.com was used to create this tutorial, which can help us calculate a score from a percentile. Let's begin by selecting one of the 25 example problems. The question appears in the blue box. Consider the frequency table below. What is the score that has a percentile of 72? Let's step through the solution by clicking on the Next Step button. In Step 1, we complete the table by calculating cumulative frequencies, cumulative percentages, and real limits. Let's see these values for the first interval of 72 to 75. The cumulative frequency for the first interval is always the same as the frequency of the first interval, which is 1. The total number of scores is the sum of all the frequencies, which is 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 2, which works out to 20. The cumulative percent is 1 divided by the total number of scores, 20, times 100, which works out to 5%. The real limits are 71.5 to 75.5 because the interval starting value of 72 has a lower real limit of 71.5 and the interval ending value of 75 has an upper real limit of 75.5. Let's see these values for the second interval of 76 to 79. The cumulative frequency for the second interval is the cumulative frequency of the previous interval of 1, plus the frequency of the current interval of 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, so the cumulative frequency is 2. The cumulative percent is 2 divided by the total number of scores, 20, times 100, which works out to 10%. The real limits are 75.5 to 79.5 because the interval starting value of 76 has a lower real limit of 75.5 and the interval ending value of 79 has an upper real limit of 79.5. The rest of the table is filled in with the same procedure. In Step 2, let's find the interval that contains our percentile of 72. The percentile of 72 is in the interval of 96 to 99 because that interval has a cumulative percentile of 60 in the interval below it and a cumulative percentile of 85 in the interval. The real limits of this interval are 95.5 to 99.5 because the interval starting value of 96 has a lower real limit of 95.5 and the interval ending value of 99 has an upper real limit of 99.5. In Step 3, we determine the size of our interval in percentage. The interval percentage is the cumulative percentage of this interval, 85%, minus the cumulative percentage of the next lowest interval, 60%. This works out to 85 minus 60, which is 25. In Step 4, we calculate the distance in percentile of our score from the lower real limit. This distance is our percentile of 72 minus the percentile of the next lower interval, cumulative percentile of 60. 72 minus 60 is 12. Our percentile of 72 is 12th percentile of the bottom of our interval. In Step 5, we calculate this distance as a score value. 12% in units equals 12% divided by 25% times 4 unit, which works out to 1.92 units. In Step 6, we calculate the score of the percentile. The score is the lower real limit of the interval, 95.5, plus the distance from the bottom of the interval, 1.92, which works out to 97.42. In addition to the 25 example problems, we can work step by step through an unlimited number of new problems using the Generate button. The Edit Data button can help us create problems with customized input. Instructors can use this function to create problems with complete solutions to use on exams, in class, or for homework. For printed output, we can print the question. Or we can print the question with the complete solution. The free website has statistical analyses in all of the most common areas in statistics. Statsproblems.com also has a mobile version so you can access the site from anywhere. For help with statistical concepts, helpmewithstats.com is a free website that has more than 70 tutorials, as videos, or as self-paced slideshows. In addition, helpmewithstats.com gives you free access to a comprehensive stats textbook with more than 685 review questions. Thanks for watching. If you find these resources valuable, please share statsproblems.com and helpmewithstats.com with your friends and instructors.